All right, so I don't like to go down the rabbit hole, but I think I'm going to dip my toe into the vortex, let it swish around in there, and let you know what I'm thinking. I am thinking that this whole Biden and his troves of documents that should be at the National Archives is a manufactured situation. The timing really is impeccable. Truly amazing timing. One, the GOP just took back the House, so that means they're going to manufacture this for the Democrats, for Joe Biden. You know it's going to be number 1, 2, or 3 on the docket for them to bark about. So they're doing the legwork. They're going to do the legwork for it. And also, the timing is impeccable because we know there are likely criminal indictments coming for Donald Trump in the future. Now, our country hasn't faced something like this in our lifetimes. I mean, Nixon, I guess that came close. He resigned before it got bad. But we've never had a president indicted for a crime in our lifetimes. So it's a big deal. And I think there are some potential, forces that be that want to manufacture something along the way to tamp down the political temperature. Because when those criminal indictments do come in, and I believe they will come in to some degree, Trump is going down criminally for something we just don't know yet. Okay. The temperature in the country is going to be off the rails unless there's a distraction, unless there's something manufactured that can cool the situation down. And I believe this, Biden having these documents that he shouldn't have, showing up in multiple places, multiple offices, multiple homes. I think it's like 3 or 4 now. I've lost track how many documents he's been in possession of that he shouldn't have. You can be someone in the GOP like, oh, look, well, Trump and Biden are being held to the same degree of scrutiny. There's special counsels appointed for both. Both of them did the same thing, ostensibly, by having documents they should not have. Now, obviously, those documents, like the intent is where the separation comes in, because there's going to be criminal intent and there's going to be something that's just incidental. Oops, I did a whoopsie intent, okay? But the fact of the matter remains, these two presidents, one former, one sitting, are being investigated the same. Now that's huge. It's just, in itself, it's huge, but the optics is what is huge here. That the American public can get a look at, like, okay, well, at least they're both being investigated the same way, right? That's going to count for something. Obviously, it's not going to get the rabid, MAGA base on board, but nothing will. But for a large part of the country, for the majority of reasonable-minded Americans, they can say, oh, okay, they both did the same thing. They both screwed up. They're both being investigated. And I'm content with that. Okay, that's good, as long as they're both being investigated. Okay. Now, like I said, the intent is the degree of separation. One is going to be criminal and one is not. And we know that Trump's will be criminal because he withheld for well over a year. The FBI was trying to get back these documents, and he kept sending some back and he kept keeping some. They tried to get some more. They tried to get the rest. He didn't give them. So it's been a really long process to this point. And it just makes me believe that this whole Biden secret documents that he shouldn't have is manufactured. Like, he might have those documents, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying they're using it now. They're like, okay, we have to unleash our secret weapon here. Like, what can we use against this situation that has so much potential to be explosive? For the MAGA base, which is truly unhinged. So it's like, okay, we're gonna take our guy down too. We're gonna investigate our guy too. It's a power play. It's just my opinion. But what's coming for Trump isn't good. They know this, and they know that there can be some really explosive outcomes that we don't want to see. People genuinely losing their minds, like, January 6th style or worse. When Trump goes down for criminal indictments, which he likely will. So that's just my 2 cents here. I don't like to go to the conspiratorial pipelines. I try to be reasonable. But something is just so off here, and I'm going to indulge it a little bit. But pull me back out. Maybe, hey, maybe I'm completely wrong. I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section. Do you believe this Biden secret documents is manufactured? It's out of whole cloth. It is just something to tamp down the temperature in the country for when Trump goes down. I want to hear your thoughts.